How did I get involved in hip hop? From school, really. I think sort of people playing music you hadn't heard before, different dress, everything was new, and just finding out more about it really, and sort of getting involved in the scene that way. That's how it started for me.
Yeah, but similar vibe, but also I didn't even know when it was called hip hop. You know, once I saw it for the first time, like, you know, what's that dance move? What's that about? You know, it's from guys coming back from the States and doing it to seeing it on television anyway. I think, yeah, man, I like some of that. I mean, let's do that. And it's kind of organic, I suppose, as well, isn't it? You know,
it does grow, man. It does grow once you get the feeling.
Yeah.
I'm like a body snatcher. I'll smack it with my data. It's time to penetrate you. Oops, hold tight, walk in color missile. Who remember rocket parties with the horns and whistle? Take it to the mass and task. I'll blow your mind and time for me to bring the body back. Relax.
You know, it wasn't all of a sudden, hey, this is hip hop TV. We found it ourselves, you know, because we were all into music anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and so that new move or that new track was out, and you hear about it and you look into it, and then before you know it, like I said,
you might get a little cut on TV or something that was just, you know, say, oh wow, you know, it sort of adds to what you know about it already, and then I think you sort of make a conscious decision. Either you're going to be someone that's going to be part of the scene and go and enjoy it, or you're going to be someone that actually participates in it and actually takes an active role in whatever medium it is, whether it's art, the music,
or as you say, with the dancing.
If you can dance, man. Just
you find your little niche, and that's sort of, you know, get on board.
There's a few clubs we could get into. You know what I mean, Cinderella's, Dugout. You know what I mean, Princess Court, club like Reeves on a Sunday with funk grooves. And from my point of view, my brother who was buying records then, I wasn't. I got helped along with music through him, and so he was my reference. You know what I mean? Yeah, like my reggae and all that sort of stuff. But when he got into the jazz and jazz funk, you know what I mean? We used to go to nightclubs at 9 o'clock to practice our dance moves in front of the mirror before everybody else got there. You know what I mean? It was kind of like that. You know.
I was sort of listening to sort of disco, bit of punk, but certainly as soon as I sort of came across it, that's all I started to focus on really.
Yeah, that's my
it was just so different and so vibrant.
Yeah, and real and we.
It was just like a drug really. That was it. Just had to have more and more of it.
Kind of individuality when they came out and done things. It's me. You never saw someone spinning on their back and doing all these things with their bodies before, and it was kind of like, wow, you know, and it was all kind of freestyle, as it were.
Yeah. And everyone could do the whole package, and then you decided where did you fit in, what was right for you.
Yeah.
Because if we could say, I can't remember exactly what we want to say, Wild Style 84. Now that was made X amount of time before that, and that wasn't a brand new concept from America's point of view. So we had it all. We had graffiti, breakdance, rap. It's like, hey, what's this? You know what I mean? Bam, have it. So that's kind of
And then people start to try to recreate that here, and obviously you've got your English sort of twist on it.
Yeah. And Bristol being Bristol, actually, Bristol twist on it again.
Yeah, certainly along with London was one of the front runners.
Big time. Yeah.
See, that's where that side where I was coming from. I came up from the London side up into Bristol, and you could just see it. You can see the difference in it. You can hear the difference. Where a lot of London stuff, you had a lot of pirate radio stations going on at the time, so that's how we tuned into our kind of hip hop side. But you come to Bristol, there was more talk about it, and because it was so close knit, the community was so close knit. Like you said, it was just like all your crew was all together. And it like you said, I never used to see most of my boys down in London for weeks on end. But you come here and everyone's all tight and lovely and kept everything going. So it was a nice little step, and like you said, you just moved from city to city, and it was different. It was still hip hop, but it had its own little touch. Each city brought its own little blend to it that made it a lot bigger. That's what I think in the UK, especially. Yeah,
you've got different crews in the different areas of Bristol, you know, Redlands, St Paul's, etc. And they've obviously got their friends and their friends' friends, and so you get certain jams in those days where, if the venue was right, you could get people from both sides, and you could have 800 people, no props.
One time.
Which you would struggle to do in Bristol now in a non-commercial club environment, you know what I'm saying? So certainly we've lost a lot. We've gained as well in terms of, you know, the technology and how we can now present what we do. but I think the spirit and the imagination, when you didn't have the means to contact people and do your own flyers and maybe even print your own flyers off, and stuff, you know, it's a different ball game. But certainly I wouldn't have changed it.
Well, made it what it is, makes it what it is today, man.
Simple as. I mean, and we walk for miles, man. I mean, a bit of shrapnel in your pocket, you know what I mean? And you could
trust the bus.
Trust the bus.
You know what I mean? Enough to get yourself a couple of lemonades and move around because you're just in on the music anyway. And, you know, that was it. Hats on to anybody who's got the front to get in front on the mic, you know what I mean, and do what they have to do. And I totally appreciate that, you know, entertainment is entertainment, and but some of this high profile music which we're hearing at the minute, to me, really hip hop comes under pop to me. It's popular music, you know, with any familiar name out there at the minute which I'm not going to mention, you know, I don't consider it as hip hop.